Hello, hello! Pete's Packs here, and we're back with a bit of a throwback. This week we're going to be doing War of the Spark booster boxes. These are from around March of 2019, so 4.5 years old now. So, got the case ID, everything else here, the lot code. So, let's get this open, and to numbering our boxes. Now, this was before the split into set boosters and draft boosters. So these are just regular boosters. This is what I remember boosters being for the majority of the time Magic was around. I really wish that we would go back to this system. I think having everything split off into like collector's boosters and set boosters and jumpstart boosters and everything else just confuses newer players. And it goes away from what Magic really should be. Granted, I also think we should get rid of the Mythic rarity slot. I've been against it since it was first introduced back in, I believe, Shards of Alara. Yeah, that's what it is. I feel both are a symptom of the larger problem that has caused Magic to become much more expensive than it ever was historically. But that said, let's get into War of the Spark. Probably won't need the entirety of this gray, but that's what I'm set up for. So we're going to use it, at least for the first one. All right. Lighten that up a bit. We've got our first box here. And this is War of the Spark booster box number 1. All right. Now, I do believe I have... I am so sorry about that. Now, sorry, got a tickle in my throat. I'm not 100% sure, but I do remember this had an alternate version, or an alternate printing for the Japanese printing. I do believe that I have 1 or 2 boxes of this in Japanese socked away. Not entirely sure, but if I'll check after doing a couple videos. If I do, we'll do those too. But we've got boosters 1 through 12, 13 to 24, and 25 to 36. Let's put those there. Since we know we're not going to have extra stuff. All right, this is War of the Spark, Pack 1. All right, we have our commons. Spell cords are weird. Nice. Our uncommons. This was an interesting one because it was the first introduction of uncommon planeswalkers. We got an Ashiok, very nice. And our first rare is Parhelion 2, very nice. One of the core parts of called Greasefang in Pioneer. Carmelian 2, that is our first one. An island and a zombie token. Or zombie army token. Very nice. I believe this is also where a mass was introduced. Alright, so our commons and uncommons. Uncommons. Hiri, nice. Plane-wide celebration. This was a really fun win condition. At, when this was in standard. 172, that is our first plane-wide celebration. Swamp and a dragon token. Very nice. Pack 3. Of our commons. And Kai's Ghost Form. A lot of great commons in this set. Spellgorger Weird. Font of Discipline. Neoform. Very nice. We'll pull that because that's actually played quite a bit in Pioneer. We have an Ugin the Ineffable. Ugin the Ineffable. Number 2. That's our first Ugin. We have a foil Goblin Assault Team. This was actually back when foils were something to open. Alright, pack 4. Alright. Our commons. Our uncommons. Uncommon of Nixilis just feels weird. Massacre Girl. Very nice. That was one of the better pieces of removal in this set. It's our first Massacre Girl. Mountain and a Wizard token. This is pack 5. I think, yep, pack 5. Oh, Tideberg Giant. Was a powerhouse in Pauper for a while. Not sure if it is now or not. Right. Uncommons, and we have Chandra, Fire Artisan. Very nice. 19. It's our first Chandra. Plains and a Goblin. Pack 6. I will note these packs also just open much easier than newer packs. It's kind of great. Our commons, uncommons. Dovin, Hand of Control. I believe that was the last time we saw Dovin. And a Blast Zone. That's actually back in standard now, I believe. 244. I believe that's our first Blast Zone. I believe it was reprinted in Brothers War. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, pack 7. Commons. Uncommons. Gideon Blackblade, very nice. 13 as our first Gideon Blackblade. Forest and a Wolf token. 8. Our commons. Uncommons. Cruel Celebrant. Roll Storm Conduit. That is our first raw Storm Conduit. A foil Deliver unto Evil. Very nice. That's 85. That is our first Deliver unto Evil. Also our first extra rare. Island and a zombie army. Pack 9. Our commons. Uncommons. Watley. Roelsk. Apex Hybrid. 213. This is our first one. Mountain and a zombie army. Alright, pack 10. Feels good to be just straight opening packs. I've been doing a lot of commander decks lately. Gateway Plaza. Spark, very nice. Emergent Zone, Liliana's Triumph. Johnny the Grand-Hearted. 180. That's our first Johnny. Foil Kasmina's Transmutation. Very nice. Planes and a zombie army. Alright, pack 11s. Alright. Commons. And uncommons. Hey, Saheeli. So good. Widespread Brutality, 226. That is our first Widespread Brutality. Swamp and a wall. Alright, pack 12, finishing out the first stack. Got our commons. Hey, Dovin's Veto. That's actually a couple bucks now. And Heb, Dreadhorde Champion, 140. That's our first Neheb. Forest and a zombie army. Alright. Lucky 13. Got our commons. Our uncommons. First appearance of the Wanderer, now known as the Wandering Emperor. Very nice. We have Narset's Reversal. Very nice. 62. That is our first Narset's Reversal. It's funny how many core cards in Pioneer came out of this set. It's got like Pelt Collector. You got Dovin's Veto, which is pretty big. Finale of Eternity. 91. This is our first Finale of Eternity. If I remember correctly, this was the worst of the finales. You know, the green finale is just busted. Pack 15. Yep. All right. Davrel, Rogue Shadow Mage. Very nice. Finale of Devastation. All right, 160. Speaking of which, this is the best finale. My favorite is the blue one, but the green one is easily the best. It sees the most play in other formats. I believe this is Sweet 16. It is. Okay. Our commons. Uncommons. Vraska, Swarm's Emergence. Very nice. Bolus's Citadel. Nice. 79. Big fan of this card. It's one of my favorite cards to tinker for these days. Has so many infinite combos. One of my favorites being Bolus's Citadel, Sensei's Divining Top, and Aetherflux Reservoir. Back 17. Our commons. Mayhem Devil, very nice. Flex Channeler, Kasmina, Time Wipe. Probably one of my favorite board wipes. Set. 223, that is our first Time Wipe. And a foil Kaya's Ghost Form. Very nice. Island and a Devil token. This is actually relevant now. Alright, pack 18. I think this was actually the last set that they did an actual book for, too. Got our commons. Uncommons. Good old Narset, Parter of Veils. Again, there's so many cards from this set that are just absolute powerhouses. Single Combat. 30. This is our first single combat. We have a foil Devouring Hellion. Very nice. Mountain. And Voja, friend to the elves. I believe this is Tolsmir's token. All right, pack 19. Yeah, 19. Okay, our commons. Oh, Death Sprout. One. Pledge of Unity. Firemind Vessel. And we have Tamiyo, Collector of Tales. Tamiyo is far and away my favorite Planeswalker. Plains and Zombie Army. Followed by Teferi and then Urza. Tamiyo's always been my favorite. Well, ever since the first one was printed. Big fan of her. Alright. I was a fan of Teferi long before I was a fan of Tamiyo. All the way back in Mirage. Alright. Uncommons, Davrel. And Fibblethib, the Lost. 50. This is our first Fibblethib. Swamp and a Servo. Alright. Pack 21. 21. Alright. Let's see. Commons. Uncommons. The Wanderer. Nice. Roll Reversal. Let's see. 214. I believe this sees more play in Commander than anywhere else. Forest and a Devil token. Nice. 2 to 2 to 2, 22. All right. Commons. Uncommons. Hey, hey, another Neoform. Very nice. That is not where that goes, and that is not where that goes. Enter the God Eternals. Very nice. This is a fantastic card for Bring to Light combo. Or Bring to Light control, really. 196. Which unfortunately I don't think is seeing quite a bit of play right now. It's been a minute since I've seen anybody resolve a Bring to Light. But for a while it was doing really well in Modern. Not sure what happened, because I think you can still do the Volky Lord of Lies into Bring to Light into Tybalt trick. I guess there's just more more efficient things to be doing in Modern right now. Vivian's Arc Bow, 181. That's our first one. Mountain and Zombie Army. All right, pack 24, rounding off the second stack. Commons. Uncommons. And Dreadhorde Butcher, very nice. 194. This was a key part of the Rakdos Sacrifice stack when it was in Standard. Alright. On to the third stack. Or, this is the third. We just started the third stack, didn't we? So it should have been pack 25. Let's see, 4. Yeah, this is the third stack. This is pack 25. So this, we've gone there. And just for consistency, we'll move this here. Or other stuff there. There we go. So pack 25. Commons. I like things that encourage me to play 5 colors. Command the Dreadhorde, very nice. This was a hell of a win condition. E2. So it lets you get back a whole ton of stuff. With the amount of life gain we had at the time, it was just incidental life gain from stuff like the interplanar beacon and like efficient plays with Fires of Invention and a couple sets later. It's just good soup. It's good soup. All right. Ingrath, and we have Dreadhorde Invasion, 86. This is our first Dreadhorde Invasion. It was a limited all-star. All right, pack 27. Seems right. Yeah, pack 27. Our commons. Nice Raptor, Dreadmalkin, Gleaming Overseer, and we have Sarkin the Masterless. Very nice. 143. The key component of several Planeswalker control decks. Inland and a Wolf token. 28. He was one of the primary drivers of the big Jeskai control and Grixis control decks at the time. He gave you just a super fast clock that you could lean on. Oh, Godpharaoh's statue. We have Tybalt Rakish Instigator. This is one of the few Tybalts that have been very good. Second Blast Zone, 244. Planes and an Assassin token. That's the one that Breska makes. Alright, 29. Commons. Tybalt's Rager, 10th District Legionnaire. This was a big part of the Feather combo deck. It's quite a bit of fun. Kaya, speaking of Feather, Feather the Redeemed. Come on now. Yeah, Feather the Redeemed. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature you control, exile that card instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves. If you do, return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. It's a lot of fun. That's some really twisted stuff you could do with it. We get a second 10th Legion. 10th District Legionnaire. Foil one this time. Very nice. It would have been a fantastic sealed pool card. Or a sealed pool pack. Feather. Let's see, Feather is 197. This is our first Feather the Redeemed. Alright, pack 30. Just have 6 more after this. Alright, we've got a Johnny's Pridemate, Invade the City, Samet, Tyrant Smasher, and Commence the Endgame. Another fantastic card for the Jeskai control decks. Like this was a just golden age of control decks. With War of the Spark standard. It was so good. Alright, pack 31. There's all these just big mana, tap out kind of control decks. It's so much fun to play. There was a solid mono red to balance things. There was some really fast combo decks. Just so much fun. Living Twister 203. This is our first Living Twister. Island and a 5-color citizen token. Very nice. Pack 32. Oh. The only unfortunate thing about War of the Spark standard is most of it I wasn't able to play at my LGS because I had taken up a position in another city and had to play almost entirely on Arena. So oddly enough, the sets from this standard, I have full play sets up on Arena. So I did a lot of sealed. Deliver Unto Evil, that's our second copy. And a foil planes, very nice. Mountain, and a spirit token. So I did a ton of sealed for this set, and also just played a lot of this in standard on Arena, so I had a lot of fun with it. Good times. But I didn't get to play many of these. Actually, I don't think I got to play much of any of these cards in paper until much, much later. Several of which I still haven't. Ignite the Beacon. 18. Although I did get to play this in paper for the pre-release, which I had a really good time at the pre-release for this. All right. Commons. And I've always preferred playing Magic in paper versus playing online. It's one of those things I do if I have to. Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord. This is a fun one. Was played quite heavily in the Esper control lists. It gives your creatures a lifelink. It's 217. That is our first Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord. Swamp and an Assassin token. Pack 35. But I've always preferred playing in paper versus online. I mean, online's fine. It just doesn't feel the same. And like, I don't know. Playing Control online isn't quite the same as playing Control in paper, because you can't slowly watch the light drain out of your opponent's eyes. Niv Mizzet Reborn. Very nice. 208. This is our first Niv Mizzet Reborn. Actually, still sees a little bit of play in Pioneer. Though Pioneer has gotten a little fast for the Niv Mizzet 5-colored packs. Still very nice. Also, from what I understand, is a good commander. I don't play a ton of commanders, so it seems like it would be a great card for commander. But I don't actually know, one way or the other, because I've never seen him played in commander. And commander is not really a format that I keep up with. It's not my cup of tea. Not going to yuck anyone else's yum, but it's just not my thing. And a second Dreadhorde invasion. Very nice. All right. Hey, and a Flying Vigilant Angel token. Nice. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining me on this adventure back to Ravnica for War of the Spark. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think about this. And pretty soon I'll be putting up a poll on what sets to do next. This is one I've been meaning to do for a while, and honestly, I need some of the uncommons from this for an upcoming Pioneer deck that I plan to build. So it just gave me a little extra motivation to open these. Yeah. Until next time, stay awesome, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.